close?
Yeah, close to memory. I think we can remember right now.
Yeah.
But the point is, I'm kind of concerned. I'm kind of thinking about my speed for the first part. Do you think it's a little bit slow?
It's a little bit dragging, and that's where I wanted to come into the discussion. You know, between the A part and the second part. You know, I don't really feel this one più lento.
Okay.
And I think for this one, you seem to have a good tempo. I think it works really fine. But for the tempo giusto, I think it could be a little bit more, we need a little bit more of this feeling of the waltz. It's a little bit dragging. So why don't we start again? There are a couple of things also. I think now that you have really a broader view of this waltz, you can really play it, right?
Yeah.
It sounds really, really nice. It's very, very pleasing. Now we need to work more into details, right? It's a little bit boring, right? Because there are lots of repetitions, and you do them a little bit all the time the same.
Yeah.
And I think you can experience with other things, especially in the refrain.
Yeah.
And we talked about that. This idea of tradition.
Right.
This refrain, everybody plays it at different tempo. They do different things. It comes back how many times?
6.
6 times, right? So you need somehow to do something different, right? Unless you have a very strong idea of what you want to do, which I'm not so sure yet. So let's go back again to the beginning, and let's work a little bit on that tempo and see if we can find a better tempo. Try again. Dragging, you see, and I don't think it's your right hand, it's your left hand. I think it could be a little bit more, here you hear the tempo of the left hand.
Yeah.
It's more of a bit more of a waltz. Try to delay a little bit more the second beat.
Yeah.
Yes, that. You hear the difference?
Yeah.
That's. I'm not saying that you have to do that all the time, right?
Yeah.
Because it will become a little bit boring if you do that exactly all the time. But I think that's much more the feeling of a waltz.
Just
so
like
especially when you
the
start,
hook? Like the hook of
yeah.
the piece.
So when you go to the one. Right? Yeah. You play a little bit measure by measure, and I would like you to play 2 measures by 2 measures at least. Okay. So try again. Let's see if we can have those first 2 measures together. Yes. Here, you're playing a weird. What are you playing here? You're playing a weird thing. Okay. Yeah. Be sure to. Yes, right, really voicey. And do not diminish, right? Because every time you do that, you do exactly the opposite of what Chopin writes. Yeah, addition is the same. Pom, pom, pa, pom, 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 pa, pom, and stay down and continue the phrase.
But right? I feel like this part, like I don't feel that to make it like the phrase. I feel like it's broke down.
Because I've seen, because you're doing a lot of wrist movement. You're moving a lot here. So try, look a bit at your hand and what you're doing. Try again from here. Yes. See, you don't need. I know you're trying to be very expressive and it looks very nice, right? Yeah. And I'm not saying that again that you can't do that all the time, but the more movement you will do, the harder it will be to come back, right? And readjust and control the sound. So stay closer to the key with your fingers. Try again from here.
This
yeah.
That.
Now, here, continue the phrase. When you're in... Yeah, because you did the first one in 2, you don't do the second one again in 2. Break the pattern, right? Because this is what's boring. This, everybody knows this waltz, right? And lots of people play it, right? And they all play it I don't want to say the wrong way, right? But that kind of like way that everybody's used to hear, ba 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 ba, and then again, right? And you restart the machine. Don't do that here, right? Try to continue the phrase. Break the pattern of these two measures by two measures. Try again from here.
So break this, like this one and this one not have a connection?
No, I want you to connect that, right?
Connect
Because right now you're not
okay.
connecting. So connect from here.
Mm.
That's it. And continue. Oh, that's it. Very nice. Now we're working into the details. You know this piece really well, right? So I'm going to stop here a bit more often. The second time you do this one, you can do something a bit more different. Yeah, just slightly different. Don't do this rhythmic thing always the same. You can be a little bit drier. Maybe the second one that you're doing here, you could use a bit less pedal.
Yeah.
Have a little bit more lift. Remember, you were doing too much lift last time. And this time, I think I really like what you're doing. But if I had to write what you're doing, I would not really feel, you know, the little sentence here that Chopin wrote. So why don't you do it a little bit more accentuated the second time? Don't jump. See, you disconnected. You did lots of movement. Now do it again without controlling. You control, right?
So you don't. Oh, you like the.
Try.
Last time you tell me like it's feel like.
I know, but because last time you were doing too much.
Yeah, right. So you want me to do less hiccup?
Now I want a little bit more. Okay. Well, did you like it or you didn't like it?
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really different.
Nice. It's different, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So keep it, you know, in your mind, and use it when you feel that you can use it, right? Otherwise, don't reuse it all the time, always the same, right? I'm not saying that's the one, but I think it's an interesting one, right? Let's continue. Okay, here you're slowing down, right? When you have, and especially that chord. I really want to hear this. Right, those chords are like so beautiful. And a little bit more. And that's.
So more left hand a bit.
A little bit more texture. I'm missing, you have a really nice, you know, pinky, the melody is really there, I can hear it, but I'm missing the texture.
Let me start.
Yeah, try again for me. That was nice. No, well, I liked what you were doing, but I think for the first time that you're playing, that's the first time that we hear it, right? So don't get too right?
Yeah, right.
Go to the point, right?
So spend it for the
Why not?
Right.
Try again. That's it. Okay. That was good, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you arrive to this, what everybody does, right? That's the most boring thing one can do, right? Into break the pattern. There are a million ways of doing it. Right?
So like pull
and back, yeah, this ebb and flow, right?
Yeah.
Don't do ti pa 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 pa, right?
Yeah.
There are a million ways of doing it here. The only way you can do it's the one that is metric.
Let me start.
That's it. Which one do you like? You see, you're not really clear in your mind.
Right.
Which one is the really beautiful one? This one is so beautiful for me. You know, I mean, it's my type. This one. I really love this one, and I like to delay this one, and then I delay a little bit this one, and then I move forward, and then I delay again.
Okay.
Right? Because I really like this one.
Okay.
Right? This one is beautiful, but the second one is even more beautiful, right? So why don't you try again from the third system. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or maybe it's a better one.
Where am I?
Yes, too soon, right? Maybe too soon.
So like it's too soon. Like go all
You
the way.
really need to go to the top. It's 3 measures of designing, right? You cannot slow down immediately, right?
Hold on. I don't get it yet. Like I don't feel it yet. So you mean like go all the way up and when the way down, slow down a bit and then.
Listen. That's one way, right? I'm not saying it's the way, it's what I did, right? What you're doing, it's a little bit pa 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 pa, and I'm trying to break that pattern, right?
Okay.
That's it. That was very nice. You liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's this ebb and flow. That's the Chopin rubato, right?
Well, can I do it again?
Yeah,
Because
try
I'm not sure
again.
that like it's right or wrong.
Try again. It's not a question of being right and wrong. You'll never do it the same.
Yeah.
You'll do something different.
Right.
Very nice. Here I see what you're doing here. When you are you move your hand a lot, right? The thumb is the key, right? The thumb should stay between here and here, right? That's where you want to go. If you start to go here, then you have to go back here, right? So try to stay here.
Yeah. How can you I miss it.
So you're here.
Where am I?
I'll start here. Yeah, well, 3-4-3. I don't think it's really an easy fingering. You know, we could do 2-4-3. Try 2-4-3. No, 2-4-3, 2-4-3. Well, try see, if you try 2-4-3, try 2-4-3, and then go back to 3 and 3. 2-4-3. Look.
Oh.
Yeah, then see you're set for that, right? So let's try that. 2-4-3. Yeah. See, you can do it. Don't repeat the F. Don't repeat the F. Keep it in the flow. You repeat F. Don't repeat the F. Well, you can do it. Yeah, if you want to do 2-3-2, it works too. It's easier, maybe. Listen. What you want to try to do is to keep it singing right in the line. You're practicing at home, right? Try. Now let's go to the refrain.
This one.
Yeah.
I have a question. I wanna, in my mind, I wanna like practice like slow and then faster a little bit, faster, and then the fastest. Is it work? I'm not gonna go that way because I have the
you can keep the fastest one for the end.
Yeah.
I think you can definitely do that. I don't think it needs to go faster and faster every time.
Yeah. Because I watch some people perform,
uh-huh.
and I think it's kind of different. Because if we keep doing like fast, it's gonna be the same.
What I think here we need to experiment is different, different texture, different sound. Let's try from the refrain. Different, you see?
Right.
The first one was fine, right? But the second one could be something different.
So, like push a little bit more.
Well, you see the second one, do you have a pianissimo? Yes. Do we have a pianissimo? So why don't you try just this what Chopin wanted?
Yeah, okay. So you want to start the different version.
Okay, I see what you're doing. See, you're keeping exactly the same, you're moving too much, and you're keeping the same gesture as what you were doing in the first one.
Yeah.
Try to be calmer. Try closer to the keys. Now go back and try let it go. Yeah. Very nice, much better. Now, maybe we could